Welcome everybody. Scott Pierce here with Vince at Listings to Leads, and I'm actually going to lead the call today. We're doing a lot more stuff with lenders, and so I just want to get a little bit more involved with everybody to kind of walk through what we're doing here. First things first, we are producing content every couple of weeks at this point, hopefully going to every week, that we are releasing to you as a lender, but also to you, the agents under your account as well. If you don't have it yet, I want you to add this widget to your lender dashboard. It's called Database Email Blast to engage seller and buyer leads. So obviously for the lenders, we're more interested in buyer leads. If you don't have that, which you may not, there is a customize dashboard button up here in the top right. So the little icon says customize dashboard. If you click on it, you can select recommended email blast. You'll see it in the left-hand column. So check that, and it may be at the bottom. So you may have to scroll down to find that little widget panel, click on it, and I would recommend dragging it up to maybe underneath ads and click apply. And that way, every time we have a new one, we'll announce it to you going forward so that you'll get a notification that we have new content for you. You'll see it right here. It is an email, which I will show you in a second. And then we're also taking this content and we're actually going to repurpose it into a social media post. You could do an ad with it if you wanted to, a short form video script, and an Instagram story swipe file for you to take and do an Instagram story with as well. So this is the email. And this email, so every couple of weeks at this point, and like I said, we want to go to every week, we're going to take something in the current news, right, as it comes up, and relate that so that you can share that with home buyers. And it's not always going to be a rah time to buy type of thing. It's going to be informative, value driven, something for you to share with your people, just to have another touch point, something to hopefully create conversations with you and the people that you're talking to, people that are in your database. So this one, for example, and you can always edit these. So if you feel like in your market, maybe it's a little bit different, or, I'll tell you what, the way the market is going, every couple of days, things can be a little bit different. So the email is here. Take a look at it. In this case, we're talking about the fact that new home listings have increased 11.6% compared to this time last year. So what does that mean to buyers? Well, they have more options than they had before. Rates are a little bit lower. So now can be a good time to buy for people that have been in the market. So we're asking people if they want to get back with you regarding getting pre-approval, getting a list of homes for sale that are on the market, maybe some that aren't. So this would be a great, if you've got a great agent partner that you're working with, and the lead responds back, share that with the agent partner and discuss a home buying strategy for 2024, 2025. We got an image with it, and the image is not linked to anything. You could, but let's just do this. Let's click send test email, and you can send it to whatever that default email is, or for example, maybe you're the assistant and you just want to test it yourself first. So send test email. Let me go to my other monitor. I will bring up that email so we can take a look at it together. And there it is. I'm going to pop it out. This is that email. Your Listings to Leads signature is at the bottom. And so you can send this out to all the leads you have inside of Listings to Leads, or you can copy the code and go to whatever CRM that you use. So for example, if I want to send it to my leads, I could. So I got my email. I got send to on the right-hand side here. In the right-hand column, it says send to. So I guess send it to leads, send it to all or a list. And as well, I could send this to my agents, because the agents in your account have the same email as well that they could share with their buyer leads. And so hopefully they can get some of the buyer leads in their database, either in Listings to Leads or their CRM, to reach back out when they send this email so that you got more people to work with. So you might put here, it'll say hello first name. So that'll be the agent's name in this case. There is a new email in let's allow you to send to your buyer leads to get more people to work with. Let me know if you need help. I'll just put my name here. My signature will be at the bottom of that. That way, my agents know that they've got it. I've already seen it as a lender. So if they need help with it, I know what's up. I know what's good with it, and I can help them get that out to their leads as well. So the lender adding some value to the agent is awesome, and get that to your agents as well. Now, once you've got that email sent, what I'm always telling the agents in our training is call your top leads. So try to call your top 5 to 10 leads. And I would say the same for the lenders as well. And just have that same conversation as what's in the email. So hopefully they got the email. That's a great touch point. They saw your name. They saw you're adding some value. Now call them, because maybe some of these people would be interested in talking to you, but they're busy. They don't always have time to reach out to you. So just call them with the did you get phone call, right? So I might call them up and say, hey, Tony, this is Scott. And, the September housing report from Realtor.com came out. New home listings have increased 11.6%. I sent everybody an email, all my VIPs. Just want to make sure you got that and to see if you have any questions. Great voicemail, great intro to a conversation. If they don't want to talk to you, that's fine. Then they don't want to talk to you. But I would call through and try to find some people to talk to, as well as anyone that opens up that email. So whether you're in listings to leads or you send it out from your CRM, you can see who's opening up those emails. And especially if somebody opens it up a couple of times, I would call them up again as well. Don't tell them you saw them opening it up. I would just repeat the same type of conversation as if I was calling a regular lead in my database. Any questions on that? So get this out to your leads, either as is or edited. Call up some of the top leads that you've got, have that conversation, leave a voicemail, call some of the people opening up that email, have some more good conversations, and just know that I'm not going to commit to every week yet, but at least every other week, and we will move to every week, we will be releasing more content like this. Now, this is a great email, but it would also make a great social media post. It would make a great short form video from you to put up on TikTok or Instagram Reels. It would also make a great Instagram story. And so we want to do all of that stuff. And we don't want to take a piece of content and just put it in one little spot, right? One little spot in this case being we did our database, but now let's take that content and let's do a social media post. Let's do a short form video. And then later today or tomorrow at the latest, I will make available the Instagram story swipe files in the Mastermind group for you. And I'll let you know when they're ready that you can take them, and I'll do a little training on that as well. But to get this in a social media post, we can do that in listings to leads. For now, right click and then save image as, and just save that image as to your computer. Copy and highlight all that text in the email. So this is the send test email that I sent to myself. So I'm just saving the image from the email and I'm just copying all that text. And in listings to leads, go to social content, and we can get this up on all of our socials in like 2 minutes or less. I'm going to click create social post. In here, any social media account I got connected to listings to leads will be available for me to post to. So you're talking Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and Google. So I'm just going to paste in that text right there. For the image, to scroll down a little bit here and you'll see all of that. So add image or video. I'm going to add the image. All right, so click upload file, upload that image. I already did, and I got it right here. So I'm just going to select it. If you got another image, we will be this image is okay. We're going to come out with better images. So, and we're going to be coming out with a marketing work area similar to what we do for listings for this. But for now, this is kind of how we're going to do it. So we got the post text, the post image, and I'm just going to copy and paste in the headline or the subject. And I'm going to put that right here under headline. And then I'll just go through my post text, make sure we're good to go and get that thing live. All right. We got post now. We got a schedule option. Since this was an email, I am going to change, that bottom line. Now we say DM me or comment below for more information and just make sure everything else looks good. Do you want this is really cool. I'll get to that a little later because you can actually do PDF guide posts right here really easily. But I can either hit publish or post now, pretty much the same thing. I can schedule this out, save a draft if I wanted to. I'll just do post now. And now I got a social media post. So I got an email to my database. I got a social media post on all of my socials connected to listings to leads. And then I would do a video. So whether you're going to do a short form video where it's just at full screen, if you're going to use a program like StreamYard or Loom and record a video off of your desktop, doesn't really matter. Just take the same text that's in the email, take the same verbiage in the email, right? Same as you sent it out to your database and posted, and just record a video with it. When you do the short videos, you're going to get 3 to 5x your audience view and engagement, especially if you put DM or comment below off of something like this. You will get people commenting. You will get people engaging with it at literally 3 to 5x of a standard social media post. So do the post. We want to do that. We want to get that out to all of our socials. But if you want to take that and 3 to 5x it, do the video. So you get your phone, or like I said, you could use a program like StreamYard or Loom, record a vertical video, and then you can upload that. Anybody here ever do a short form video off their laptop? Or if you do it off your phone, it doesn't really matter. As long as you record in a vertical format, upload it, you will get a lot more views and you'll get a lot more engagement. Now, let me actually show you. I'll show you. Now, this is for a bit of an aside, but I wanted to show you. I'm going to be coming out with a training on this later today. This is just an example of more content coming into Instagram stories. And the idea here is I'll show you an example for listings as well. But with Halloween coming up, we're going to be giving people these files. I'm going to be loading these into the Mastermind group later today. And the idea is that agents can take this and put it up on their Instagram stories just for fun engagement, right? To engage their audience. And so this will be the first story slide. And then the second one, they're going to create a poll related to the question. So where are some great places to buy Halloween decorations? And then the poll might be the best places are, what's that Halloween Spirits, right? That big Spirit Halloween store, or Walmart, or, your answer. All right. And get people to reply to that, get people to engage with it. And you're going to see here in the Mastermind group, just to give you a little bit more of an idea, imagine for a pending listing, having that Instagram story swipe file with the poll question and responses to help your agents engage more people as well. And so this is the kind of thing we're going to be coming out with lenders. So for that email that you sent out to your database today, we did the social media post, we did the short form video. Later today or tomorrow, we're going to have a swipe file like this for you for that same content. So when that's there, I'm going to let you guys know, and then you can go in there and grab it. But it looks great up on your, it'll look amazing up on your Instagram stories. So any questions on this, or Vince, is there anything here you think I didn't cover, or maybe it wasn't very clear before I get into the other stuff?
No, I think you're good there on this part.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. And again, remember, your agents have that same email. They can do all the same things that I just showed you. So it would be phenomenal if you as a lender did all of that. and then let your agents know that they have the same content in their accounts, and to do it and let them know, or to have them let you know if you can be of any help to them, because you'll have already done it. Awesome conversations that you'll have with them. So next up on the dashboard here, as you scroll down in listings to leads on the dashboard, you see those lender landing pages. Now, we could do a much better job of providing lenders better landing pages. So we're getting super close to this one going live. Hopefully, like in about a week or two, this will be live. I'm gonna sit with my people. I'll actually help them get this live if I need to. But this was an example of one, and I think we got like 3 or 4 more coming soon. And Vince, have you sold this to anybody yet?
Oh, no, only to Joe, who helped us design it.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm just going to show it real quickly to give you a feel for what we got coming and to get some feedback, because other people may have other ideas as well. That whether you're watching this on YouTube as a recording or if you're watching this live now, send us feedback, right? Send us some ideas after you see what I show you here. So this will be a free mortgage analysis, no cost credit, so on and so forth. All of this is editable. So if you've got like a different way to word something so people can fill it out here, go to the next step. There's more questions here, next step. And then here's the lead form where you collect all the information to submit. That's one landing page. We've got 3 to 4 that are this style. This was built as a test landing page on the iBuyer platform. So obviously for our buyer leads for this kind of an offer, in this case, it's find out if you can get pre-approved for a home loan in 20 seconds. We're not going to ask them for their home address, but let me just show you when they get to the next page, you'll see how those will work. I think you'll get really excited. So here we go. What type of property you're looking to buy, right? And again, all of this is customizable. So we'll have the default landing page and replies, but you could come in here and you may say, hey, you know what? I'm going to change second home to lake home, whatever, change it to whatever you need to. But you're going to have these great funnels, and reach out to Vince or I if you want the list of the current ones that we're creating. And if there's something that you think that maybe we need to add to this, if there's a funnel that we're not thinking of already, let us know. But we're excited to get these new landing pages to you, because it's going to give you a lot more options on top of what you already got with listings to leads currently. So down payment assistance and new construction, these are always so good to get buyer leads. So if you're not running ads for either one of these, I recommend running one a week, right? Maybe you run down payment assistance the first and third week of the month. You do new construction the second and fourth week. Typically I say do a $35 budget minimum, right? That'll get you, depending on where you're at, anywhere from 3 to, 1 to 4 leads a day if you do 35 a week. And then you can bump it up. I got people spending hundreds of dollars a week on each of these. So if you click marketing tools, here's the ad right there. If you're not familiar with how we do this, we're going to do a lead ad automatically. So you're going to get their name, email, phone number, and purchase time frame. All you have to do is type in location. You can change the text very easily. You can change the image. I can click edit image. We got different templates. It's taken off the color palette in your profile, so that red is completely editable. And so you can see all the different templates that we've got. You can upload your custom templates. And, for a lot of you lenders typically, I don't want to say typically, because there are some great agents with video, but I feel like lenders do more video than agents because they're just a little bit more comfortable with it. You can do a video here. So let me see. There we go. Let me close that out. So if you're comfortable doing video, I always recommend do the ad with the image, go as close to default as you possibly can in the beginning, right? Just sit here and add in the location, click create ad, and let the system run. Because we've got all the defaults. We've done this for a long time. So we know what works great. And it's great to get a kind of an average cost per lead and get a feel for what you're doing for a couple of weeks. But later on, And then anytime you want, you might do a video talking about down payment assistance programs that you want to put in here. And so instead of having the image, it could be a video of you talking about, like I said, different loan programs, maybe a new construction development that you want to highlight, that you want to get people for. So there's a lot of great things that you can do here to build your business. And I would recommend that you could even just run them both 30 days at a time. Because if you really want to get a lot of buyer leads, down payment assistance and new construction are absolutely phenomenal. But like I said, with that said, we are very excited to come out with all the new tools and all those new landing pages for you. So back to the dashboard, down payment assistance works the same way. We have, if you click all landing pages, you're going to see here, this will be where all those other landing pages will be on the dashboard, but also for your agents that are inside of your lender accounts, they've got so many landing pages to select from. And I'll tell you, one that's becoming a little bit more relevant and a little bit more popular, people are talking about, is our avoid foreclosure landing page. And so we just did a training on that. And I would highly recommend, if you're in an area where, foreclosures and notice of defaults are becoming a little bit more of a thing, let your agents know that we've got a great training on that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/listings leads. If they go there and type in avoid, I think they'll come up with that video. So it's a great marketing funnel to connect with homeowners that are having a hard time making their mortgage payment. So have them check that out. The other thing for the lenders here, the PDF guides, you will see we're now defaulting to all the lender guides. So right on your dashboard, these are all here. And again, these are phenomenal, right? A lot of great feedback from people. You can select any one of these four here. You can click all guides to get to all of them. So if I click all guides, and as a lender, I would recommend picking one of these every week and run them. So any one of these guides that are appropriate for your area, right? Maybe FHA, maybe 203, the new it's a great one, right? The new home buyer's guide to FHA loans, and really the ultimate guide to buying a home, right? Jumbo loan. So, any one of these, down payment assistance as a PDF guide. So I'll just select marketing tools for one of them so you can see how it works. And similar to the landing pages, it's not just about doing the Facebook ad. The Facebook ad is the great way to get people into your database, to get people to talk to. But we've got Google ads. So if you're into doing Google, these can be phenomenal. Oh, let's see here. I should come up. Oh, I'll check on that a little bit here. So social media post, that's free. You have the e-flyer for your database. So I would be sending out one of these a week to my database. If not two, I got people that do multiple a week to the database. But again, you'll have your signature at the bottom. And if you're not familiar with how to take this and send it from your CRM, all you got to do is click copy code, go to CRM, and I'll show you with LionDesk. I've had this account for 10 years, I think. And this guy hasn't worked at LionDesk in 5 years. I don't know that they're really updating this much, but anyways, I'm just going to show you how quick and easy this is to send it out through any CRM that you've got. I know a lot of you have a CRM and you've got another system for your database. So go log in and just go to where you can send an email to all the contacts, all the people, all the leads that are in your database. So on LionDesk, it's bulk actions email. And the part that you want to see so that you can understand how easy this is, there will be a button in your program called Source. You just click it. If you ask support, they'll tell you. And boom, there you go. Look at that. Beautiful email. It's got your signature at the bottom, right? All that beautiful stuff right there. Just copy and paste in the subject line and either send it or schedule it. And it's phenomenal because people right from the email, they click it and they actually download the guide. You get the lead notification. Now you got a great reason to call back and have a great conversation related to whatever that topic was. In this case, FHA loans. And again, I'm telling all the agents in your account are hearing this from me ad nauseum, which is, if you're not going to call your leads, why are you generating leads? So we're giving you a database call script right here to call your database. And again, think of that e-flyer as the grease, right? We're trying to grease the skids here. So sending out an email is awesome. We're going to get some feedback or a response. We're going to get some engagement from that. But calling is really where the money is at. We want to also call, and I always say, call those two groups of people. Call some of the top leads I've got in my database. So I'm going to call through and I'm going to say, hey, this is Scott here at Alabama Mortgage, and I got a new guide. It's the new Homebuyer's Guide to FHA Loans. I sent that out to my database and my VIP clients, and I just want to make sure that you got that, and maybe if you have any questions related to it. Great voicemail. We want to check in with them, let them know we're still alive, let them know we're still thinking about them. So we're going to send the email, and then hopefully we can call 5 to 10 of our leads, and then we can also look at the opens. And again, we're going to call some of those people as well. It happens to me all the time. I probably look at 2 to 3 emails a day that I think to get back to, and I just never do. Well, a million different reasons. Wow. I'm doing a million things. There's 20,000 things going on around me. I got 30,000 emails to get through. So I'll look at an email and I'll think, I want to get back to that offer or to that, whatever it was, but I don't. Had somebody called me, and even if they left a voicemail, I might have thought, oh yeah, let me just, text them back or something, or call them back. Right. So yeah, don't forget the calls. We got print flyers. So if you are working with agents that are doing open houses, I might take and print up a flyer for this. And I don't have my camera on. I apologize. But I have like a table stand plexiglass flyer holder. So you can envision that, right? It's like a tabletop. It's a plexiglass little flyer holder there. And, it doesn't have to be this one. It can be, whatever that you want to give to your agent. And that way they can put this at their open house, provide more value to the people coming through, right? Again, FHA may not be appropriate for you, but I'm sure we've got a PDF guide that is branded to you. I got your contact info down there. People can scan the QR code. You got the title right there. And obviously we know open houses are really one of the best ways to get buyer and seller leads, especially seller leads, right? Open houses, to be in that market using our open house mastery training is the best thing to do if you want to get listings and if you want to get more buyers. Postcards and door hangers really aren't relevant for a lender in this case, but that print flyer is. So again, if you got agents doing open houses, consider grabbing one of these flyers, the one that would be most appropriate for you in your area. Maybe, because I tell the agents to do this as well, right? I tell agents, and I've got one here. I've got the print flyer for 5 dangers of overpricing your home in front of me here. And I tell agents at your open house, print a couple of these out, because it's great for home buyers and even the neighbors as they're walking through to see some of this great content that they have that they can get access to from you and your agent partners. So check that out as well. Let's go back to the dashboard. And the last thing I would like to talk about, well, it's only 11:30. That's awesome. So we did the landing pages. We did the email blast content, right? We talked about that, get that out the door. We talked about the PDF guides, and that would be running one of these ads, but also the entire marketing funnel for it as well. And then down here, we've got short form video scripts. And let me bring up, because you're going to start seeing us talk more about different social media platforms, Instagram stories, Instagram reels, and so we're coming out with short form video scripts and the Instagram stories here, like what you're seeing here for the Halloween stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like thinking ahead here. Let me go back here. And we're going to be coming out with some for these dates here. And so these here, if you haven't seen these as a lender, I would recommend that you look at this yourself. And here we are on the 25th of Friday. So that's coming up in 2 days. I'm not going to worry about National Bologna Day, but National Pumpkin Day. So you'll see Black Cat Day. Oh, Bob Ross' birthday. That'll be an awesome one. But what you do, click on View Script. And the idea is that you find a local business. So in this case, World Pasta Day. Obviously, that's an Italian restaurant. And so in the training that I do for social media mastery for agents is I tell them to connect this script with a local restaurant, do an Instagram story, do an Instagram reel, right? Do a vertical video that they can upload really to everywhere, but Instagram reels is kind of what we focus on with this. And so we're going to do the script. They're going to go to the restaurant. And when you do the video and you're going to post it, tag the restaurant, right? And get that posted. Because what we want is we want the agents to not to become like the mayor of the town, but we want, because what this helps is the agent to connect with the different businesses. So the first couple of times they do this, right, whatever. But as they do it, and you see here, every week we go forward. Now with India, look at Diwali coming up here. With Halloween, it's a little bit crowded because that's where a lot of the content is going to go. But every week there's different days of the week, like, kind of like World Pasta Day here, for example, where we can connect that with local businesses. And let me click Learn More here. And this is a great training on this, right? About how to do short form videos. And you're going to see here, we got listings, PDF guides, and social. But the one I'm kind of talking about in this right here is this idea of local reviews, right? Restaurants, stores, parks, and more. And to use that short form video widget on the dashboard as a way to come up with ideas to do these kind of videos. So anyways, that was a little confusing, I think maybe, but Vince, that kind of makes sense. So we don't want to always be talking about listings. We don't want to always be talking about PDF guides and, direct offers. We want to have other kind of content that we're engaging our audiences with. And so that's where the idea of this right here comes from is, just to share other local content. So for example, when it's World Pasta Day, that's kind of cool to know, right? Hey, it's World Pasta Day. And if I can tie that into a local Italian restaurant, that's even more, it gives me more legs for that content. So anyway, check that out. That's actually, we've had people, I got a guy that is now doing the short form videos. He does it for the listings, right? Like we talk about in that training. He does it for the guides, like I talked about with you a little bit earlier. He went from pretty much nothing to now 10,000 views on a lot of his videos. And he says he gets up to 15 to 16,000 views on his stuff after just a few months of using all of our scripts. So yeah, and that's what I was talking about a little earlier, right? Even in the beginning, you can 3 to 5x your audience and engagement just by doing the videos with our scripts. And even if you're not that good at it. All right. Any questions, Vince? Anything else I should cover that I didn't?
Well, yeah, I think, this is all cool stuff and it's a lot of, but I do think there's just the basics, which is you're looking at create ads now and you can't overlook the fastest way of getting buyer leads. And that's creating a listing for an ad for a listing. So you should at least show that on this call.
Yeah. Yeah. So in the model of the lender having an agent in their account and the agent has listings.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So here, let me show you. If I go to ads, and I could have done that right there at the top of this dashboard here, right? The ads widget. So the very first thing, you're going to see here, create ads on behalf of an agent. I'm going to turn that on. I got a couple of, whatever agents are in my account. Now I can use listing, landing page, PDF guide, or custom ad. And so these are Kevin's listings. Lead ad is what we suggest. Who pays for the ad? So you're paying for the ad. and you can send the lead to either you, right? What I would recommend, or to Kevin. I want to send those leads to me. Now I'll know they're Kevin's leads. So, not his leads, that they came off of his listing, but that way I can start talking to more people. Right. So yeah, this is running the ads for listings. So we talked about landing pages, right? We talked about down payment assistance and new construction. Those are always available to you, even when you don't have listings in the account. Same with the PDF guides. But yeah, listings are phenomenal to get people in the door. So yeah, and that's why adding the agents to your account can be powerful, obviously for building relationships with them, giving them tools to build their business. But then also you can leverage the listings, start generating those, the leads, get those people pre-qualified. And now you've got a warm lead, a warm transaction to hand over to the agent. So this is a phenomenal way, because as much as we do great training and as much as there's great tools in the market, we all know how a lot of agents are not the best for follow-up. Oh, yeah. You can fight that all day long if you want to, or you can just take charge of it and say, listen, let me just generate some leads. Let me warm them up. Let me have the conversation, get them pre-qualified, get them in as a client for at least me. And then whichever, for in this case, Kevin, I can bring Kevin on, or, kind of like the step 2 part of it. Kevin's going to be happy because now I'm essentially bringing him a transaction, right? A buyer. I'm thrilled. And I didn't have to wait for Kevin to do anything. So yeah, this is a great, great opportunity. And let the agent know. Just say, hey, listen, I'm going to be running some ads off of your listing to buyers and to get them pre-qualified. And as they do, I'll let you know and, get them back to you. And that way, Kevin, you're not having to waste your time with buyers that that aren't qualified, because I will run the ad. I will qualify them. All you have to do is make sure your listing is on listings to leads. Right. It doesn't get much better than that.
Let me jump in there too, because a lot of lenders they'll add agents to their account. They'll help them understand some of the tools and help agents with all kinds of things here, right? There's a lot of automation. There's a lot of abilities to run ad. There's obviously a lot of tools to help market their listing. And I know that some lenders feel like, wow, I've gone through all this work and they're still giving the loans to some other lender, which that's not really the point of why you're working with a realtor. So I know that a lot of kind of more experienced lenders will run the ads just like Scott is describing and drive the leads back to themselves, pre-qualify them, and then tell the agent, hey, they're ready to buy something, for $500,000 or whatever the number is. Now you got the loan locked in and you definitely added value for the agent by saving them time so that they're ready to buy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the other options don't really make any sense for a lender, right? There's no point of you running a landing page or a PDF guide ad for them. But that listing one, yeah, like Vince said, don't rely on the agent bring you business. We great that they did, but again, follow-up is hard for. There are a lot of lenders that suck at follow-up. So if you're going to spend the time and the money, right, make sure you're doing the follow-up. We got follow-up and listings to leads. I'll tell you, our follow-up is really good. Right now, it's pretty basic.
I think there's another section here, Scott, that after you show them this, that we really got to talk about and make sure that all the agents and title officers know. And that is that on the agents page, we have tools to help lenders introduce listings to leads to them. So if you sign up on our website, you'll notice that the smallest package for a lender is $150 a month, and you can invite up to 5 agents. And that's how a lot of our clients start. And then after a while, they realize, okay, I get it. I understand. I got the process down. I want to tell more people about this. And that's what this section here, where it says invite agents, as you can see what Scott's showing you, you can run free social media posts. You can run ads and target, thousands of people. And you've got e-flyers. So if you've got a database of agents in some sort of CRM, you can blast this out. All of these options have call to actions to help people sign up for a free account in your account. and then print flyers. So if you're going to go do a lunch and learn, and that's really what this is all about, is to have tools that will help engage and kind of educate. This is a slide presentation that just gives you some bullet points and some highlights of listings to leads so that you don't have to kind of memorize the whole platform. You can scroll through here. And, I think if you read it once or twice yourself, you would know what the flow is, and then you can present this. And that's just there to help you sort of.
I got 3 active buyers.
Yeah. And one thing about that, we built this in Google Slides, so keep it in the Google Slides format so that those videos work correctly for you.
Yeah. And let me just mention real quickly, because since we're talking about training in a sense here, if you ever, as a lender, are doing a lunch and learn, we do have Open House Mastery right here, which is phenomenal. Oh my God. We're coming out with rate sheets. So we're going to be having rate sheets for you guys. And for your agent partners as well. So the agents in your account can download a co-branded rate sheet, which you'll be able to set within your lender account. So I'm excited about that. I can't wait. But yeah, this right here, if you ever do lunch and learns, we're adding more to this area. So if there's anything that you feel that we're missing. So for example, we're going to be we've got a PDF handout for this presentation, and we've got a checklist for this presentation that we're going to be putting in here as well very, very shortly. But what we want to do is give you more training opportunities to connect with agents. And so this can be between the intro to L2L, but Open House Mastery could be a phenomenal lunch and learn for you and any of your agents. And yeah, I would say, Vince, what they should, as a lender, what I would do, and maybe we could do a training on this sometime, is, doing a lunch and learn and using the tools here, right, to market the lunch and learn. So we can do a Facebook ad to promote a lunch and learn on Open House Mastery, for example, as a lender, and promote that through all of these tools that we got for you. So that could be a great way for a lender to connect with agents and have really everything built for you as the lender in listings leads already. You're not coming up with a presentation, and I know where I live. Now, you guys lenders, you all have great offices, I'm sure, but you could also do Rayleighs, like different supermarkets and different community rooms that they have to do. Maybe the MLS or the association will let you rent a room over there. But yeah, that could be a great way to connect. And I'll tell you, that Open House Mastery training, if you as a lender have not gone through that, go through it, because this is literally, I think, the most comprehensive strategy for open houses that there is. I went off of 10 years of working with agents. I literally went through hundreds of hours of YouTube, of research all over the internet to create this. And I don't think there's much out. And I got scripts in here, what handouts to give to people, the kind of music to play at your open house, right? Everything. And it's a beautifully done. This will make you look amazing, right? Presenting the link.
Oh, hey, Scott, can you click on the marketing calendar there? This is another part that we've been working on, that I think if you're working with agents, one of the things, there's a couple things that go on. One, you feel overwhelmed. A lot of people feel overwhelmed. Where do I start? And this is a great place to start. And also, you can, if you've got agents who don't have enough business and they have it in their mind to either get more buyer leads or more seller leads or both, you can see right here, it's telling you in the text what kind of leads you're going to get. And on any date, you could see we're on the 24th today, and there's something you can do. And you could certainly do one thing a day. Or I even recommend, hey, go and just, choose which ones you want to do, so that you're not sitting there. If you don't have business, if your phone's not ringing, that monthly calendar has a lot of simple tasks. And what Scott just clicked on, we kind of usually give you 3 tabs there. We give you a checklist of what to do. We give you that's the guide. Yeah. And then many times we'll give you like this step-by-step. Yeah, that's this right here. So this really describes what you're going to do. And then there will be the other button that, when you go to marketing tools view, this is where you do the work. So we kind of tee everything up so it's right in front of you. And if you start, either in this case on the marketing calendar, you've got actions, they're just simple,
Yeah, every day of the month, there's something. And this is built on, again, I work on agents for 14 years now that want to grow their business. I would look at this, and the goal really would be, in my mind, where you can get to doing every day you complete the list as appropriate, right? Not every day do you want to do everything. For example, right, there are postcards to send out to your farm for a sold listing for the iBuyer. We wouldn't obviously do that, right? So, but we do the social media mastery training every Monday. We do the database training every Tuesday, and we do GeoFarm circle prospecting every Wednesday at 9:00 Pacific. The agents are super popular. I'll tell you what, we have a lot of agents on those calls. And again, like Vince was saying, we have a checklist for most dates, the guide, you go right to the market listings and do it. And really, because most of your agents, they're sitting there, their phones aren't ringing, they're getting busy work. They're probably in Canva for 3 hours trying to come up with like a social media post image or something like that. So they're wasting a lot of time on non-productive activities when they could just come in here and literally just click, and if, either A, get it done, or B, get access to the guides on how to do it and just work their way through it. But with that, any other things, Vince, you want to cover here?
Yeah, I go back to the dashboard. Yeah. So when you come here, if you're a lender, we're defaulting to the tools that are going to help you, that you can go direct market with, right? Landing pages, PDF guides. And these are the things that are designed for you as a lender to go out and reach the market. But I also want to point out, if you go to the top, Scott, we have built these dashboards for the agents as well. So when they log in, they're going to see sellers and buyer leads. And if, you've got an agent that wants more listings, click on the one that Scott just clicked there, and all the assets in their account, whether it's later stage listings or PDF guides or landing pages, all the ones that are going to help them get listings are already there. And yeah, I think we got to customize this one.
Well, yeah. Oh, I turned these off actually for the lender, but yeah, here we go. So they can see now pending. But yeah, the agents, so whatever pending or sold listings or active listings that they have, like there's no pending listings in this account. So that's why they're not showing.
Right. But there are a lot of agents that need buyers. They've got listings that they need to sell. It's taking a little bit longer to sell. And so they can go in to that buyer's page and they can do the same thing and focus there. So when they log in, when you have agents under your account, whether you're a lender or title officer, they won't see that more generic or lender tab. They're just going to see these as we see them here.
Oh, let me show. Let me show real quickly. We have, and you can see here on the dashboard about the listing presentation. Excuse me. We just went live with, and I tell you, agents are loving this. For expired and FSBO, agents can now, so if there's a FSBO or expired listing in their area that they really want to go after, we've got those funnels. So we got the entire expired landing page and the ads and the posts and all that kind of great stuff. But when they have a specific FSBO, a specific expired, just like a specific listing presentation you see here, they can add it. So you can see here, status expired, and we will create that 26-page listing presentation for that expired home. And I've already got it somewhere. I should have thought to have.
So Scott, let me ask while you're waiting for that to bake.
Yeah, so here it is. So check this out. This is that expired home on every page. And so again, a lot of expired listings are coming up. There's going to be some beautiful ones that agents are going to really want to go after. And to allow them to create this presentation where the expired homeowner sees their home on every item in here is so powerful. And you'll even see here on page 15, And look at that. Beautiful single property website, screenshot. And that's the homeowner's home. And when they scan that QR code, if you're on this call or you're watching this video, pause this, scan that QR code. And when the homeowner, just like in the listing presentation, scans that, they just fall in love with the whole thing. And that's a great time to get the listing agreement signed. So just let your agents know if they got expireds or FSBOs, just like the listing presentations, they can create these custom marketing plans with their home and start closing more deals.
I think there's a point here. I know I talked to some agents just recently, and they were saying this is awesome because it makes you look like you're already doing work for them, right? You're not just saying, these are the things I'm going to do. It's like, no, I've already done this for you. I've created the QR code. And that just puts you like in a way more proactive stance as you're talking to people about trying to help them sell their home.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely let your agents know about this presentation. And again, expired FSBO, and of course, any listing presentation that they're going on, they should be doing that because we got the general one, and the general one is great to generate leads with. But if I'm going to go into a listing presentation for like upper level home, I'm going to add that to listings leads, create that presentation for that specific home. And then on page 15, like I said, I'm going to have that homeowner scan that QR code. And when they're looking at their home, it's on their phone. I tell you, that is the point to ask to get that listing agreement signed. It works like butter. Chadwick. Hey, Jared, good to see you. And you can see here, just like I showed you, it's going to have it has their name on it, right? So that expired homeowner, that listing presentation homeowner, that FSBO homeowner, they have their name right on that cover sheet, right? Their phone number is right there. Their property address is right there. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful presentation to give them. Yeah, look at that. Prepared for. Anybody here know who this guy is? Vince, you know who that is? Eric Braden.
I remember the name, but no.
That is the guy from Young and the Restless. What's his name? The really good looking guy from Young and the Restless. Anyways, it's kind of an inside joke. I was a kid. My mom would watch that soap opera. And he's still alive and kicking. That guy is, he was in, you know what he was in? He was in Titanic. Okay, great. He's got a really funny story about a scene he did in Titanic, but regardless, let's not talk about the Titanic.
I do want to remind everybody, and we really didn't say much about it. We do have Scott, if you could show people our mastermind group and our YouTube channel, there's a lot to listings to leads. It's, I think, the most powerful real estate advertising platform in the market. And you're obviously bringing value to your real estate partners. And this section here, or this channel has so much content that Scott and I are doing. And I really like this, which is the shorts. And if you get an email from myself or from Scott, we have a link in our signatures to get you right to this page. And, we do like a class like today, we do hour-long classes. Scott's doing some shorter ones, but I think most agents can spare 1 minute. And these shorts are all 1 minute, and Scott really gets to the meat of a part of the system that will help them grow their business. So I definitely recommend finding our shorts on YouTube. And if you're trying to really engage with your agents, with your real estate partners, you can just send them one once, just send them a link on a daily basis, because Scott's usually adding new content here every day.
We're trying to do, 5 days a week. If not, we'll probably move to 7 at some point. But yeah, I would tell you, I would subscribe to us on Instagram. Well, follow us on Instagram and then subscribe to us on YouTube. Because like Vince was saying, these are awesome to share with your agents, right? Like he said, 1 minute long. I cover something to do in the account. So you can see on Instagram. Got it. Choose that nasty, stupid picture. But here they all are on Instagram as well. So whichever platform you prefer, get on there, follow us there. These are great. And then, like, for example, avoid foreclosure. I tell people comment, foreclosure below, and we'll send you the training. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier at the beginning of this call. This was about Google ads. Right here, we're talking about the email blast that we talked about a little bit earlier. So yeah, definitely. We just started this, like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they're getting pretty popular. Definitely.
Well, everybody, I have to say goodbye because I have another call scheduled here in just a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Vince, for being on here with me and letting me present today.
Yeah. You're going to have, I think you can close this, or do you want me to close it?
Yeah, no, I'll close it out. So yeah, if there's no other questions, Vince, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you this afternoon, I'm sure. And then for everybody else, yeah, if there's any questions, let me know. I can hang out for a quick minute. If not, I'll let you go. Anything here, deal with our support team, get into the mastermind group. And again, if you got some ideas for these landing pages, like I shared earlier in this call, send them to Vince and I. We want to start, like I said, creating more landing pages for you all as well. So with that, thank you for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.